It been a day for me. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. Finesse a nigga with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting this. Parmesan with my accountant lips. In fact, I'm down in this. You say with my boo babe tastes like Kool-Aid for the analyst. Girl, I can buy your Westie world with my base stuff. Ooh, that pussy good.
What's going on, guys? Playing some poker tonight. Wednesday night. It's the big game. 50-100 ho. So it's a mixed game of Omaha 8, stud 8, and limit, hold'em, 50-100 limit. So it should be a fun game. Minimum buy-in's 500, so we're gonna go in with the minimum here, and hopefully we can get some good. All right, I'll see you when I'm on the other side. Peace. What's going on, guys? Just got out of this session here. Played for about 2 hours. Started with 500. Cashed out for 1,060. So I had a pretty good session. Get in the car here, go over some of these hands with you guys. Beautiful night out. It was raining like shit, but now it's just gorgeous. Oh. So yeah, we'll go check out, go over these hands for you guys right now. Alrighty, so the game is 50-100 ho. So that's a mixed game of hold'em, Omaha 8, and stud 8. And the blinds are 25-50 for Omaha and hold'em, and for stud it's 15 bring in, $10 ante, and 50-100 limits for the blind for the betting rounds. So go over some of these hands with you guys. First hand of the night, it was a Omaha hand, Omaha 8. I have King, Jack 10 with suited clubs. I call for 50. There's a third caller. The button raises to 100. Big blind calls, I call, and middle position player calls. So we got like 425 in the pot going to the flop. Flop is Queen 9-6. I love this flop for my hand. I have a wrap of pretty much everything. I got a full wrap to the straight there with King Jack 10 and the Queen 9 on board. So I check it on the flop. The button, original raiser, bets it. Another caller. I re-raise to 100 on the flop, and everyone calls. So going to the turn with about $800 in the pot. The turn is a 9, so it pairs the 9 on board, which is not a great card for us. The big blind checks, and I decide to bet here with 2 pair kings and 9s. It's kind of a semi-bluffing situation. I can make my straight, but I'm just trying to semi-bluff this and take it down right here on the turn. Unfortunately, middle position player calls, and both other players fold. So we're going to the river with about $1,000 in the pot. The river's amazing. It's the king, a king, I believe, of spades, which gives me kings full of 9s. I had checked the river in the dark, so my opponent bets out, and I re-raise to 150 all in. He calls, and I take that pot down with kings full of 9s. He had 9s full of 6s, so he had turned it, so I had rivered him there. But happy to take the pot down. About a $1,200 pot coming our way to start it off. Next hand's another Omaha hand. Made it out of stud, made it through hold'em, and now we're back to Omaha. So we're getting blinded a bit, but we're still fighting. Next good hand I get, I'm under the gun with ace deuce 4-7. I raise it to 100 and get 2 callers. Flop is Queen 10-3. The big blind checks, I check in middle position, or I check in middle position under the gun, and then the last act also checks, so it checks through. The turns an ace, which is a great card. We're drawn to the nutloat now, and we have top pair. The big blind checks, and we bet out 100. Both opponents fold, and we take down the pot here. And then we get around to hold'em round. I'm going to leave this. I'm gonna leave the game before my big blind. So this is my last orbit for this game of the night at this point. So I'm trying to play pretty conservative. In late position, I'm looked down at ace king offsuit. There's one limper in middle position. I make it 100 in late position. The big blind calls and the limper calls. So three-way going to a flop, about 350 in the pot. The flop is 10-3-4 with 2 clubs. Not a great flop for us. It checks, the action checks through on the flop. No. The limper checks. I c-bet the flop 50. I get 1 caller. The big blind calls. Turn is a jack, or turn is a queen. So we got the pot heads up here. He checks to us, and we check it through. The river is great. It's a jack, giving us a river Broadway. It is the jack of clubs, but I don't really put my opponent on any club hand when he checks to me. I make it 100, and he folds, and we take down a pretty nice pot to end the night with Broadway. So I got up at that point, sitting on the 1,060 there, doubled up for the night, started with 500, left with 1,000. So pretty successful night here at the 50-100 Ho game. Hopefully I can bring more of this 50-100 to you guys. Hopefully you guys like these variations and you want more of this content. I'm going to keep posting it for you guys, and hopefully you like what you saw. Subscribe. Sorry I'm awkward. Bye.